Alright, what is going on everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. So we are here to check out the WWE 2K24 official trailer. Yes indeed. So we're going to go ahead and check this thing out. We're going to watch it first, then we're going to go over a few things on it, and then there's a few things that we're going to go over on the SmackDown Hotel page as well as the IGN page. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get on into this trailer and see what this is all about. I'm so excited. So excited. Alright, let's do this.
Cody Rhodes suffered a nightmare tonight.
I think this is how my story ends.
Roman Reigns has done it again.
This is the story of legacy.
Look at the power of Belair.
I got the EST story.
And it might be. Ladies and women.
I'll rip the pages out of your story.
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object. My story started at the very beginning, brother.
My story's full of ass whooping. Doing what he does best.
I'll end your story.
This story's not finished.
Alright. Oh, we also got... Oh, Undashing coated with Stardust? Dusty Rhodes? Is that Billy Graham? That's Billy Graham. Oh, Pharaoh? Okay. Those are the My Faction cards. Isn't that like Billy Graham? Wow. Okay. I wasn't expecting that actually for a pre-order bonus. Usually a pre-order bonus lately has been like celebrities or whatever. But yeah, that's just going to be the pre-order now. So let's go back here really quick and just look at this. So these are the covers. You have WWE 2K24, the regular standard edition. Then you have the deluxe edition, which has Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. The only thing that bothers me is, as good as Bianca Belair is, and I will say Rhea Ripley is also absolutely phenomenal. Both of them deserve the right here, I guess. But I really wish they would have had a Bray Wyatt edition. Because, with his honoring Bray Wyatt with what he has done in wrestling and WWE, all the characters that he has played all of them super well. I was really hoping to have a Bray Wyatt edition. I really do hope that Bray Wyatt will be in the game. I hope they'll have the Fiend character in the game, the Funhouse one, maybe the new one, the new one that he had. The new character he had. Unfortunately, he wasn't, he didn't really get to live that character too long before everything that happened or whatever, unfortunately. So he wasn't really able to live the new character that long, but it had potential. So that was the only character he didn't really do much with because, unfortunately, of everything that happened with him and his illness and stuff. So he wasn't able to live that character too long, unfortunately. But all the other characters he played was super well, and then the last one did have potential to be well. But yeah, so I'm okay with this, I guess, though. I mean, this is fine. This is my favorite one. The 40 Years of WrestleMania edition, which is the edition I'm going to be getting. I pre-ordered the game already, so I'm going to be getting. No, I already pre-ordered the game, and then this is the one I got. That's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. So this is the edition I got because I absolutely love the cover, and I'm a huge, Years of WrestleMania type person. So this is the cover that I got. So the people on this cover is Triple H, looks like his old version of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Becky Lynch, Roman Reigns, Bianca Belair, Charlotte Flair, Bret Hart, The Rock, the old Rock, the vintage Rock, The Undertaker, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Andre the Giant, Stone Cold Steve Austin, and Hulk Hogan. So that's a really, really cool cover, and I love how they went with the old style, the old, not font, but the old style looking gradient thing. I think it looks so freaking cool. So this is actually the one that I got. All the covers look absolutely phenomenal. Every cover looks phenomenal. But this one right here is so freaking cool. So this is the one that I got. And I always get, the biggest one, like the most priciest one. I always get the biggest one. I don't usually do the standard. I like to get the biggest one, So yeah, so I did pre-order that already, which is cool. But let's go ahead and go back in the beginning here. We're going to talk a little bit about this trailer here.
Cody Rhodes
So we have the WrestleMania, as you can see. This is the real life WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes, though. This was after he lost to Roman Reigns. I remember watching this. And yeah, this was him after he lost to Roman Reigns. There's Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman down there with the titles. That's just all the cameramen and stuff. So you were able to see them in the background too when this was happening. But yeah, that's all the staff, I think, and stuff like that. But there's the big camera right there. But yeah, so this is the WrestleMania stage. Now, if you look here, you'll actually get a glimpse of it. There's Roman Reigns. So with Roman Reigns, you have the updated beard. He has his little necklace thing, which I think he did have that in the 2K23 too. I think he had, was it 2 attires, I think? But I think you had to unlock this one in 2K23, where he had this thing on here. This little, I don't know what you call it, but this little thing that's on here, like a lei of some sort or whatever. So I think you had to unlock that one of his, though, from 2K23. But this is, yeah, he has this here, wearing that. His hair looks like it's a little longer as well. But as far as everything else goes, you know, 2K23 did have his new tattoo that he got just recently and stuff, and all that stuff. So everything else is going to be about the same as Roman. He didn't really change much of his look over the past year or so. So his look, I mean, there's not really much to change about it. So that's, you know, it looks the same, which is fine. But the beard is a little longer, so they did do that. But the rest of it's going to look the same because he didn't really change much of his look. So, but yeah, that's Roman Reigns. Cody Rhodes also didn't really change much of his look, just wears, you know, different attires, but his look's still the same. He still has that bleach type hair, tattoo, the dream tattoo there, the one on his finger, all that stuff, and then, you know, you'll have his new attire, obviously, that's different, but he looks the same too, which is understandable because he hasn't changed his look at all really either. So now right here, that went kind of fast. Right here, you can see a glimpse of the WrestleMania stage. Now, I saw this when I was looking at it, and this is a big thing that I look at. Now, from this angle, it's kind of hard to see. I think you were able to see it in a better angle throughout the trailer. But to me, it looks like the ramp is longer. I don't know if it's just me or not, but it looks like this ramp is slightly longer. Not as long as the actual WrestleMania ramp. I don't know if they'll ever do that. But it does look slightly longer, which would be cool if it is. But it also could be the angle that this is showing at as well. But you see Roman Reigns in the spear. You can see a glimpse of Cody Rhodes' attire here. So this looks like the attire that he'll be having in the game, which is really, really cool. I do like this attire a lot. I'm going to see again if you can get a glimpse of
I
it.
think this is how my story ends.
Okay, so there's the real life one. So there's Roman Reigns there.
It's the story of legacy.
Bianca Belair. Okay, so here's the ramp again. You see Bianca Belair coming down. She looks really good. I love how they added the star thing to the side of her head. She looks really good. The titles look really good. Yeah, her attire looks awesome. I freaking love her attire in this game. You see these are the steps, like the red carpet steps going up. You can kind of get a glimpse of where her Titantron's going to be. But, yeah, does it look like the ramp is a little longer, though? It really does. I don't know why. Or it's just me. Here's another glimpse of it here. You can see, like, the little screens right there of, like, the posters of everyone that's in. You know, like, they do it in Hollywood, which is really cool. The stage looks phenomenal for Hollywood. I love this. This is my favorite part here. I was like, okay, is 2K going to do their thing where they're going to have this WrestleMania in a generic stage, like a generic stadium or whatever? Or are they going to actually make it like the SoFi Stadium when they had it there? They did. You have the big skylight, you know, all this is all glass here. They actually added that. The banner is the same exact banner that they have, the same exact shape and everything going around the ring. The WrestleMania arena, I mean, they actually did a phenomenal job on this arena. It looks so cool. I'm so excited to play WrestleMania. WrestleMania is going to be WrestleMania Goes to Hollywood in my universe mode. So I have to, once the game comes out, that's where I get the 3-day early access. That way I can just start on some stuff, even though I can't do everything because the game hasn't officially come out yet for everybody. But I'm able to do at least a little bit to start with, and at least get some attires made, and I can go back afterwards when the game officially releases and do everything else. But I can at least get some attires made for people. But that's where I get the 3-day early access. But yeah, this is the WrestleMania I'm going to be doing. So once March 8th comes, I'm going to have to make so many people so fast to make the WrestleMania, because I only have until like April 1st and 2nd, you know, because that's when my WrestleMania is. And NXT Stand and Deliver is also doing that time. So I'm going to have to make quite a few people pretty quickly here. So I'm going to be working a lot on that when I'm not at work. But yeah, so that's that. I think that looks so freaking cool though. Amazing job at the arena. Amazing job with Bianca Belair's attire. You can see Asuka's attire here. She wears the tights now, going forward. Her hair is the red and blue.
I got the EST story.
And it might be.
Rhea Ripley, she has the slick back hair in this one, which I think is what she wore in the WrestleMania. Her hair is like slick back like that, so that's good. If I'm not mistaken, I think that was the attire that she wore at WrestleMania. If I'm not mistaken, I could be wrong, but I think that is the attire she wore at WrestleMania. But she looks really, really good there.
I'll rip the pages out of your
Obviously,
story.
she's going to come into the game as the women's champion, I think.
The irresistible force meeting the immovable object.
Andre the Giant,
My story started at the very beginning, brother.
Hulk Hogan. Did Andre the Giant... hold on, let me just go back to that really quick. Did Andre the Giant look slightly buff here? He looks a little too buff because he wasn't really buff. He was more just big. So I think they should have made his body wider and not so buff. The face looks great though. Hulk Hogan looks like Hulk Hogan.
The immovable object. My story started at the very beginning, brother.
You get that leg drop, you got Stone Cold Steve Austin. So obviously this is showing the showcase mode. So the showcase mode this year is going to be the 40 years to WrestleMania. The last time they had this was in 2K14. I think they had the 30 years of WrestleMania. If I'm not I could be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken. But here's this as well. So this you actually have like the feathers here, like the angel feathers or whatever you call that, going down his jacket. So he does finally have that in this, which I was really hoping he would have this jacket because I thought that I thought it looked so cool looking. So we do finally get that, which is cool. So that's going to be his jacket in the game. We already saw a glimpse of his attire, like his tights that he wears, but this is the jacket right here. So we did 40 years of WrestleMania, so that's the showcase. So it's going to be a 40 years of WrestleMania showcase. All new match types. You got special guest referee, obviously, because you see Randy Orton here. So you're going to get special guest referee. You're going to get casket match. New career mode experiences, which if that's the case, I'm going to try out that mode and see how that goes. And then you have your covers. Now, there's also a few other things we're going to go over here as well. So on this page, we have the full list of Superstar, Legend, and DLC characters that have been confirmed so far. So it's not the full list, but it's the list that we have so far. It will feature a roster of more than 200 superstars. So this is where I usually go to find the updated rosters. So when they add people, this is where I usually go to look because this is like always so, you know, yeah, this is always like legit or whatever. So you can have Andre the Giant, Asuka, Austin Theory, Batista, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Bret Hart, Brock Lesnar, Braun Breaker, Carmelo Hayes, Charlotte Flair. Also the 40 years of WrestleMania, Charlotte Flair, WrestleMania 33. You're gonna get that version too. China, Cody Rhodes, the My Faction. This is the My Faction one. That's one of the pre-order ones. That's like a My Faction card though. It's not a Superstar to play. It's a card, which I don't do My Faction, so I don't give a crap about that one. Cody Rhodes, you're going to get the Cora Jade that we've been wanting, the heel Cora Jade, because once the game came out, once 2K23 came out, she became heel. So it was already outdated, which sucked. So that's why I haven't done much of Cora Jade. But now we have this Cora Jade, so you're going to be seeing a lot more Cora Jade in my universe mode. So I can't wait to play as her new heel. So you'll be seeing a lot more of her in my universe mode now. But Damian Priest, Dominic Mysterio, Drew McIntyre, Dusty Rhodes 76, Gigi Dolan, Hulk Hogan, John Cena, Karrion Kross, Kevin Nash, Kevin Owens, Kofi Kingston, Kurt Angle, LA Knight, Randy Savage, the 40 years of WrestleMania, Macho Man Randy Savage, Michin Mia Yim, Randy Orton, Razor Ramon, Rey Mysterio, WrestleMania 22, Rhea Ripley, WrestleMania 36, Roman Reigns, Shawn Michaels, Solo Sikoa, Stardust, Steve Austin, Superstar Billy Graham. Yeah, that's what I thought. The Miz, The Rock. I haven't seen Billy Graham in a long time, but I was trying to remember if that was Billy Graham. But yeah, it was. The Rock, Triple H, WrestleMania 30, Trish Stratus, Tyler Breeze, Undertaker, Xavier Woods, Yokozuna, and Zoe Stark. So those are all the confirmed so far. You can also go here to see exactly who's going to be on what. So you can see kind of like who's going to be on the Raw roster, starting of the game, SmackDown roster, starting of the game. Then you have the NXT one, starting of the game, the Women's, the Legends, DLC, and then the new. These ones are the new ones because they weren't in the game, obviously, last year. Also, I will be doing my own draft. So these superstars and these superstars, SmackDown and Raw, It might be different in my universe mode because I will be doing a draft. I do one every single year for the new game. So there will be a 2K draft that I will be doing. So Superstars will be mixed up between Raw and SmackDown. It's not going to be what the game has it as. It will be different, possibly. So that's that. So that's all we have here. And then here we have the rest of it. So I'm going to read some of this stuff out here. So, we're developed by Visual Concepts. WWE 2K24 features a WrestleMania mode that lets users play through iconic moments in WrestleMania history. 4 new match types, such as an ambulance match, special guest referee, 2 new My Rise experiences, and a roster of more than 200 superstars and legends, including Roman Reigns, Andre the Giant, Becky Lynch, Batista, Kurt Angle, Asuka, Bret Hart, Brock Lesnar, Macho Man Randy Savage, China, and more. Elsewhere, there's now the ability to move the camera during live gameplay and improve to the ramp cameras and dive cameras. Wow. Improvements to the ramp cameras and dive cameras. Wow. So you get to actually move the camera during live gameplay? That's pretty interesting. So, like, is that the thing, like, when the ref always gets in the freaking way and I can't see what the hell's going on, I can actually move the camera during live gameplay to see that? To, like, you know, get a different angle so the ref's not in the way? That would be cool. Because I've been really wanting something like that. Here's a quote from Cody Rhodes. I've been known to keep a checklist of key milestones I want to experience on the path to finishing my story. As an avid gamer, being named WWE 2K cover star is very, very close to the top of that list, and I'm very happy to work with the teams of 2K and Visual Concepts to bring that dream to life. So, yeah. So Cody Rhodes came back to finish his story in WWE. You know, because he still had a lot he wanted to accomplish, so he wrote a big keystone milestone. We did see that in the spoilers. We saw his list of stuff or whatever that he wanted to accomplish, where he can now cross being the cover star off, because that's official now for the standard edition. He's on the cover. But here's some screenshots. We're going to go through some of these. So you have Asuka. So you have Asuka, Bianca Belair. I love the things coming down, like the bangs coming down. I think that looks so cool. She looks so good. This is also another version of her, it looks like, another attire. So we're going to get a couple different attires of Bianca Belair. Cody Rhodes, here's the front part of his jacket. That looks really, really nice. And then you're going to have Bianca Belair, that's the cover, you know. That's another cover. Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan. You have this Rhea Ripley with a different hairstyle. So this is a different hairstyle of Rhea Ripley. So a different version of her, not the slick back style. I actually like this style more than the slick back one. I think this one looks freaking awesome. But you have Rhea Ripley, Roman Reigns, then you have that cover star, and then that Asuka again. So that's that. And then here, we're going to read some of this stuff here. So, 2K Showcase of the Immortals. For 40 years, WrestleMania has captivated millions of fans around the globe as WWE superstars became legends in spectacular moments, from Hulk Hogan slamming Andre the Giant to Mr. WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels, and The Undertaker putting on the match for the ages, and many more. Cemented WWE Hall of Fame legacies. The grandest stage of them all has donned earth-shaking wars from 100,000 plus in attendance as the biggest icons in WWE made history, and left every drop of blood, sweat, and tears in the squared circle. 40 years in the making, the WWE 2K24 Showcase of the Immortals puts players in control, playing through the most iconic moments in WrestleMania history as 2K's distinctive slingshot tech seamlessly morphs gameplay to live action and furthers and back to the most immersive WrestleMania video game experience to date. A host of unlockable content adds challenges and replay value to the historical experience. WWE 2K24 boasts a studded roster featuring WWE legends including Stone Cold Steve Austin, Undertaker, and Andre the Giant, alongside current WWE superstars including the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, Bianca Belair, John Cena, Rhea Ripley, and Roman Reigns, whose larger-than-life entrances and signature moves are heightened by ultra-realistic graphics. New match types and improvements on existing match types, so players ask and WWE 2K24 delivers. Finally, thank you 2K24. You're actually doing something right. Thank you. I'm loving you guys right now. With 4 new chaotic match types, special guest referee, I've been asking for that one since they took it out of the game. Since it got taken out, I've been asking for it. I've been asking for an ambulance match for the longest time. Casket match and gauntlet match. I've also been asking them to return gauntlet match because they used to have gauntlet matches in the WWE games, and it got taken out a long time ago. I've been asking for that one for a while too. In addition, the Backstage Brawl now features 4-player support and new interactive environmental elements. This is the one that I've been asking for the most in the past year or so, or ever since they brought back the Backstage Brawl. So I guess it's been a few years now, but I've been asking for this because, well, actually no, it has been a year because there wasn't much environment stuff that you can actually use to do backstage brawls. It wasn't really that fun because there wasn't much you can interact with except for that spotlight, which I did like that. Hopefully that's still a thing. But you include a working elevator. Working elevator. What? Breakable control room glass and a vending machine with throwable sodas. Well, the Royal Rumble now offers support for eight online players and 30 superstar online matches. All the familiar WWE 2K match types such as War Games, Extreme Rules, TLC, Submission, Hell in a Cell, and many more also return. So we know that War Games do return. That's good because I want to do more War Games this year for pay-per-views. More details on each new match type will be shared soon. Gameplay upgrades. So here's the upgrades of the gameplay. So WWE 2K24 features improvements to gameplay throughout, including super finishers, the training blows minigame, top rope dive onto a ground of opponents outside the ring. Oh, onto a group of... What? Top rope dive onto a group of opponents outside the... Oh my gosh. Double title matches, new paybacks, and much more. New weapon types includes trash cans, guitars, and microphones, plus the ability to throw weapons allow players to bring the pain. Also, 7 real WWE referees are featured to add the immersive experience. 2K, you are outdoing yourself right now. Thank you. Oh my gosh, 2K. Oh, I'm loving 2K right now. I really am. My GM, the popular WWE brand management simulation continues to expand with the new GM and brands to choose from. More match types, more drama, more championships, talent scouts, superstars trading between brands, superstar contract management, and the new superstar journey, which allows superstars to earn XP, train, and level up to gain new benefits after participating in matches. Even though I don't care about my faction, I'm just going to read it for those of you that do. The team building mode in which players collect, manage, and upgrade an array of superstars and legends to create their ultimate 4-person factions return with new direct purchasing card markets and updated multiplayer experiences. Players can now compete in ranked online quick play with unique rewards and seasonal leaderboards, challenge themselves with weekly towers, and take on the revamped Faction Wars 2.0, featuring more real world factions, more 4 versus 4 match types, a Faction War specific rewards shop, and more. New themed card packs and goals will continue to roll out regularly through the years with seasonal content refreshes. Yay. My Rise. And WWE 2K's unique career mode experience, 2 new storylines, Undisputed Men's and Unleashed Women's, put players in control of custom created superstars looking to make a name for themselves and cement their legacies in WWE history, featuring Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, Mick Foley, and others performing My Rise voiceovers for the first time, alongside other superstars and legends, expand rewards, original My Rise characters unlockable, carrying over into the game modes and new environments. My Rise is more impactful on the overall WWE 2K experience than ever before. So I'm going to try My Rise again this year and see if it's actually something interesting, because the past couple of My Rises hasn't really been too interesting or fun. So we'll see about that one. Alright, this is the one I've really been waiting to read. The Ultimate WWE Universe Sandbox that puts players in charge of superstar rosters, feuds, championships, weekly shows, and premium live events now features expanded rivalry actions, including run-ins, Money in the Bank cash-ins, scenarios, and brawls, as well as new cutscenes, special referee support, double title matches, and a loser leaves town stipulation. That's interesting. Okay. So you didn't mention it, but I really hope promos and show intros are back in Universe mode. I really hope they are. But we'll see what happens with that, but I really hope they are. Creation Suite, the crown jewel of the WWE 2K franchise, the best in class, most detailed and robust Creation Suite returns with all new support for Create a Referee. Oh, create a sign, as well as... Oh, you can create a sign again? Oh, that's cool. I'm glad they brought that back. As well as new parts and animations to design custom superstars, GMs, arenas, entrances, movesets, championships, and more. I like to create a sign because when you create a wrestler and you have to use just like random signs or pick random signs, for them that doesn't really go with them, it would be cool to create a sign that actually goes with that superstar. So for Jonathan Gersman, I can create signs that actually goes with Jonathan Gersman. Hunter Haas, I can create a sign that goes with Hunter Haas. That's cool. I like how that's back. That's awesome. There's also new parts and animations to design custom superstars, GMs, arenas, entrances, movesets, and championships, and more. Guys, this right here, 2K is really outdoing themselves right now. I am loving this. 2K, good job. Let's see if they live up to all of this, because if this is the case, if this is, obviously, they wouldn't put this on here if it wasn't true. So all of this is going to be in the game, obviously. Everything we just read is all going to be in the game, obviously. Otherwise, they wouldn't have put it on here. So with that being said, though, the only other thing that I'm hoping is for promos in universe mode and show intros. If we have that, we're going to be set. We're going to be literally set, because that's the only other two things that I've been wanting back in the game. If that's the case, oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be absolutely a great year for my universe mode. But that is all I have for this one, though, guys. I want to thank you all so much for watching. We're going to see what else goes on here, and I will see you all in the next one. Boom.